We did. The coaches told us to go to bed, but I think everybody was staying up to watch the game. It's a tough break for Boise. It's tough to go out and to go down, have that big play at the end, and miss a couple field goals. And so, it's kind of a lot of how it was for us 2 years ago when we went to Utah. And unfortunately, we didn't make 2 field goals. And so, I feel for them.
How do you feel physically right now? I mean, your arm.
Yeah, I feel all right. I'll be back and ready to go for the bowl game.
There's been so much talk about things that you guys couldn't control this year. I mean, when you were talking about Boise just a moment ago, I kind of got the sense that that's just the way it is this year. It's wacky. I mean, is there any way you can get a handle on all this? And you guys, second part would be, can you be happy not playing for a national title, or is that a little too early to ask about that?
Just the way everything's happened this year, we know that we just have to take care of our business and go out and play our game and not worry about everything else. And because you never know what's going to happen, you can't control those other things. But what we can control is how we play. And so I think that's just the attitude we took all season. And I think it's kind of the same attitude we had last year. And so we came out and got a lot of wins, and we'll see what happens this next week.
Do you think it'll be okay playing in the Rose Bowl and not the national title? Or I know that's still a possibility too. So
right, we'll be happy to be in whichever game. It'll be fun to watch this weekend to see what happens with those games, because again, you never know.
Sure.
But if we play in the Rose Bowl, that's going to be a lot of fun.
So after the San Diego State game, you feel like you were kind of written off because you have Boise coming from the back, looking like Auburn, Oregon can take care of business. I mean, how's that feel after everything shook out yesterday?
I wouldn't say we thought we were written off, but we knew we had to go out and get a win this week and in this game today. So that's all that we could control, and I guess that was just our focus.
Were you sort of ambivalent because your coach was telling you we're not going to run up the score, but you knew that to a certain degree BCS voters wanted to see that? How did you feel about it?
I guess there's obviously 2 different takes on that whole thing. Obviously, if you see a lot of points on the board, it shows what kind of team you are, but also if you play with class, it shows what kind of team you are too. And so I think that's the approach that we've taken this whole year, and that's paid off for us.
And how did you personally feel about it?
I agree with it. You don't want to, make it seem worse than.
You wouldn't classify 66 points as running it up, though. Right?
We didn't. We were just running our offense. We weren't, really throwing the ball, and we just ran the ball the whole time, and we were able to score.
So how does this year's conference championship compare to last year's? Anyone you like to compare better than the other?
Last year was fun because we got to do it at home. But, I think this one's a little bit more meaningful because it's my senior year and, being with all these guys. So I'd say this one's a little bit more meaningful.
Are you guys going to be gathering together to watch the games next weekend at somebody's house or anything like that?
Oh, I'm sure there'll be a lot going on, and I'm sure people will have watching parties and stuff. So it's going to be an interesting Saturday.
Also, about 2 more questions.
So back to your injury, you're out for the second half. How did you contribute? Did you just continue mentoring Paul Gallegos the whole time, or?
Yeah, my big thing is since I wasn't in there, I was just trying to get everybody up, get the offensive line, and get everybody going. And I was stayed in Casey's ear and kept telling him different things and making sure he knew what he was doing out there.
I missed it, but how's your arm?
Oh, it's fine. I'll be ready to go.
You probably could have played if they needed you.
If necessary, I probably could have gone in.
And what exactly happened?
I just got hit. I just got hit wrong.
Helmet on the elbow?
Yeah, and just kind of deadened a little bit.
We got to get on the bus.